I became a doctor to help people. So my goal every day in the office is I expect miracles. I come in here expecting the best for every patient, no matter what they've been told or what their mindset is. I know where we can take their health. What we provide when we come into corporations is a very individualized approach, and it's also a way for the upper management to show their employees they care about them. They brought in a physician, an educated person that can excite them but also boost the morale, and in a short amount of time we can give them useful information that won't just help them at work, it actually helps them at home, and ultimately that's why people are there to work. They want to better their family in addition to their company. We can kind of marry the two together. Once we have gone through your health and wellness, what we wind up doing is we put you on a wellness program. And a lot of times your wellness is more of a maintenance, it's more of a change that we kind of shift the responsibility to you. And the reason we have Trevor Hoffman's picture up here, you'll probably see his picture in the front office. He's a patient, and he actually just broke the all-time saves record a couple weeks ago. They just got bounced from the playoffs yesterday. That wasn't so fun. But this guy's a stud. He's been in Major League Baseball for 15 years. He set a record that I really don't think is going to be broken, and it has been there for a long time before that. He's a shoo-in for the Hall of Fame. He has every resource known to man. He has doctors, physicians, physical therapists, chiropractors, physiologists. He has a flexibility coach, and then he also has a strength coach. They have nutritionists. He also has 6 months for an off season. His off season started today, and he really won't start up until the beginning of March. We don't have off seasons, right? Wouldn't you love to have 6 months to get ready for the next 6 months? But the idea is we're corporate athletes, and that's really what I try to impress upon all of my patients, is that your health has got to be daily, if not weekly, because we don't have this huge downtime to rev up for the next 6 months. This guy is considered a workhorse because he's been doing this for 15 years. Well, he has 6 months to prepare for that.
I'd rate Dr. Brad as A triple plus. Desperately desirous of the patient's welfare and lifelong sustainable wellness, which is why I'm so excited. And they bring out people that sit electrically at the edge of their chair.
He is focused primarily on prevention and addressing problems before they even start. I know that he does work with children and infants and is interested in people maintaining proper spinal alignment and being aware of proper spinal alignment all the time. And I know that this can definitely help alleviate back pain and other symptoms and problems such as headaches later on.
By Dr. Brad coming to AllTrade, I think it's helped a lot. We deal with a lot of stress here, and I think that if you have a vehicle that you can take on a daily or weekly basis and feel better about yourself, Dr. Brad's provided some ways and techniques to help you get to that level.
Having Dr. Brad here and interact with people and answer people's questions is definitely a benefit. A lot of people don't want to read a website or read a pamphlet. They'd rather just come and listen to somebody and then ask questions.
Anytime you got a visionary leader, somebody that stands up like Martin Luther King did and say, I have a dream, you are charismatic, you are insightful, you're provocative, you're impactful, so you attract the best of the best. When I was in graduate school getting my doctorate, Bucky Fuller said, in the law of physics, whatever has the most mass attracts everything onto it. These guys have the most mass, so they got attraction, traction, and that's because they take a lot of mental action.
Your health has got to be a proactive standpoint, not a reactive. And what we fall into is a very sick care system where if you have aches or pains or sniffles, you take something for it and you just get right back in the class and you just keep going. If you really do want to find out what's going on or you're unhealthy, the #1 visited website on all of the internet is WebMD, so we jump online. Whatever's quick and easy, that's what we usually wind up doing for our health. And that long term is not very good. And you probably know this at Christmas time, your body breaks down. The first 3-day weekend is when you get the cold. A lot of you may be shuffling in here today under the weather, and this is month #1. So longevity, we kind of look at this and go, that's not really healthy. What can we do? And honestly, I think my profession has failed you because the definition of doctor is teacher. And what's so funny is teaching is hard, right? It's really easy to control your symptoms, to give you something for it. It's not really easy to teach people what health is, and that's really what we've done. We go into these large corporations. JetBlue is a very profitable company in a very unprofitable industry. And what they know is that we can do so much more than just wait until people call in sick or to just handle their aches and pains. They do a lot of proactive steps and measures, and we're a big part of that. Everybody thinks of a chiropractor as back pain and neck pain, sciatica. We do a great job with headaches. Really, when we go into these companies, what we do is we talk about fatigue. That's the #1 symptom of Americans. We also talk about the immune system. We know how to boost your immune system naturally. You don't have to wait until you have a sick day. We talk about doing things like wellness days, taking a day to be healthy and well with your family instead of waiting until you're flat on your back and in bed. And the third thing that we deal with is stress. I think that's pretty much your profession, right? Immune system, stress, those things go hand in hand. We genuinely care what they're doing outside of the office. When I'm working on a patient in here, it's really a means to an end. My time in here is really geared towards whatever it is they're going to do outside of the office. Where I get genuinely interested is how is this going to affect them in their daily life, and who is it going to affect? Is it their children? Is it their grandchildren? Is there an activity that they couldn't do before they came in that now we've given them some quality of life back, not just quantity of years?